Attention, all gamers. Start your engines!
Welcome, everybody, to the finals for the ECAC Rocket League Championships right here on ECAC Esports. I am Ravishing Ravis, the most ravishing man on the internet, joined here by new brother of mine here, Mr. Quantum Wildcat. And Quantum, this is it. This is what it all comes down to. These two teams, that being IW, the Illinois Wesleyan Titans, going up against the Wildcats here from Wayne State College. Who will be the victor? Who will come out on top? This is for all the marbles, Quantum. How you feeling about it?
Hey, it's for all of the marbles, and I could not feel more excited about this, and everyone here should be too. Hey, should we look at how both teams got here?
I think we 1,000% should, because no good anime is fulfilled without a fantastic backstory.
Well, here is the backstory for you wonderful ladies and gentlemen. 37 teams started in the playoffs, and now only 2 remain. Most didn't get far, but we did see a few upsets along the way. Cyber's RL2 were able to beat another org with 2 teams. The 22 seed beating the 11 seed in the round of 32. Also in the round of 32, the Arcadia Knights, the 25th seed, beat the 8th seed Johnson and Wales Rocket League team. In the top of 16, Arcadia continued their Cinderella run by beating the 9th seeded Stockton RLB team. Every other series, though, saw the top seed beat their counterpart, sadly. And the Cybers 1 team, their Cinderella run, ended there, and they were knocked out by RPI Red, my bad. Our second seeded team had a close call with the 15th seeded team. They needed 5 games and only won by 1 measly goal to win and go to the round of 8 by the tune of a 2-1 victory. Mm-hmm. In the round of 8, the top 7 teams all made it except for 1. And that is our 25th seed team. Yes, they continued their way, but they were stopped by the amazing wall that was our first seeded team. Listen, a strong showing from WSC Black. Wayne State, they knock them out in a sweep and go to the round of 4. No other series except for one took more than 3 games. Yeah, there's a lot that happened here, and we're only still in the top 4 now. Seeds 1 to 4 face off against each other. WSC Black almost get knocked out by the 4th seed. They need 5 games to get to the finals, winning by 1 goal. Their challengers will be the 3rd seed Illinois Wesleyan Titans, and they also beat their opponents RPI Red in a 5-game back and forth series once again by 1 goal.
Yeah, definitely. So the Illinois Wesleyan Titans have definitely played and reclaimed their namesake over a lot of Rocket League already. And like you mentioned, but it's been competitive so far. But the main thing is here, though, the Wildcats and the Titans have not faced each other yet. No team really knows about the other, but they both know they're strong and they're both here to play. Fun fact, which what I do want to get across is we're about to go ahead and head into game number 1. And this best of 7 series here, Quantum, is that Illinois Wesleyan, they just came off of a semifinals match. They just won 3-1 at the NECC. And let's see if we can go ahead and take it here as well. The Wildcats take it as he had into face-off. Already an open net, and Max are coming a little bit of aggressive play. Let's on those slashes back and forth here, Quantum.
Yeah, we don't want to see any back and forth right away, but both teams are going to feel each other with especially one team already warmed up, having come off of a semifinals match, and now they're just stepping right into a finals match right here. Who is going to win? Ladies and gentlemen, do you have WSC or do you have IWU? Wayne State starting off strong.
Already we're seeing, because you saw immediately they went on the aggressive to control of the pitch and a really clean pass, I should say, sorry. Going off of that, like not even needing to look at the ball with the back of the nose, goes and dunks it right on in. So I like what I'm seeing already off of both these teams. But that's the thing though, is actually a little bit of a whip shot allows the goal to go in. Oh no!
What is this? Jens going up for this ball. Mag just hits it underneath, and Swax can't get it. And Cap, he's under this ball. This ball sandwiches itself, goes underneath 2 players and over the necks. The bounce really messed everyone up there.
We're 30 seconds into the game here, Cat. And I gotta say, because that has already won 1, I'm generally hoping for this game to go to all 7 series. That's exactly what I want to see, and definitely more of it too. But this is already such a fun time. I don't know, man.
Hey, both teams already scoring a goal, showing that they mean business. Both teams, though, needed 5 games and only won by 1 goal to get to this finals. So this is as tight as you could possibly make it. And to the wonderful ladies and gentlemen in chat, I hope you enjoy tonight.
I don't know about you, and I hope they do. And because honestly, I gotta say, I'm enjoying myself. This is dope. That should only what's up. As was already not between both Illinois Wesleyan along with the Wildcats, who they both vying for control of the pitch. But already the Wildcats, they've been on the aggressive for quite a fair amount of time. Having the ball turned against them just a little bit, as we see Swax playing beautiful third man though. But the shot is in their favor. This gets demoed. Nice. They want the Swax though, but now they have to make this play count. Is the question, but the demo doesn't result in much. Really cleared out. Nice save by Zerx though. I was genuinely close, but Swax goes to pass it off the wall. Misses the second touch, but Mag at the back. That's it in. Boot save by Cap. Insane.
Good save there. Mag was in the air trying to fake out the redirection, or maybe he was trying to go get it, but it might have been wide otherwise. The shot was on goal. A good job by the Wildcats to make that save there.
It most definitely is. But now I gotta say, I do like the mascots, the Wildcats. So it's given a lot of middle school vibes here, because I always think about, like, what time is it? Summertime. But what time is it right now? It's not a Rocket League. Is the main thing here. But Jens though, out the side, almost an open net. That's nice touch by Cade. Oh, I say that. Wow. I gotta say here already here, Quantum, because with both these players having beautiful saves so far, what are you noticing about both these teams which sticks out to you?
What do I see? I see two teams that absolutely mean business here. They are passing to each other. The communication is strong on both ends. We have we have yet to see a double commit here, and both teams are just backing each other up here. They're intercepting passes, and they're getting inside of the shooting lanes. They're stopping the other team from getting really big and strong opportunities. And when those teams do, the defense shines, and they're able to make incredible saves. They're making already our jaws drop here, and we've only seen 3.5 minutes when we have a minimum of 20 to watch.
I couldn't agree more. That's exactly what I wanted to say too. Is the rotations coming out of both of these teams are fantastic. You can tell at how much and how long they play with each other. Like it's fantastic stuff, I gotta say. But past that too, one thing I do want to go ahead and bring up is talking to the Wildcats. One thing which is phenomenal is that this is their first season in the ECAC. This is also the first season trying to actually compete in many of these esports too. And also talking with the players, he was saying about how the team hasn't been together for a long time, but they've been practicing their absolute hearts out. They've been working a lot on their chemistry, a ton on the rotations and what kind of plays they can make. And I gotta say, it genuinely shows. And overall, though, they were really looking forward to the match. They didn't say whether they could be had in the bag, or they didn't say whether they were super confident, but they said, you know what? We came here to play, we came here to have fun. And I gotta say, I'm seeing it already. You see Matt go upside, and it's all up in the air, just like twisting and turning up. Nice little freestyle play, although it doesn't result in much, but a nice view from up at the top here, Quantum.
Yes, it does. And with 8 seconds left, 2 goals in the first 30 seconds, but none in the following 4 minutes and 30 seconds here. One last opportunity in regulation if that ball stays up in the air, but it's going to be spiked down. We're going to see overtime for game number 1, as we are going to see more than 20 minutes of play minimum here.
That's exactly what I want to see. The first game, the first round, and already overtime too. Considering it's 1-1, it shows how competitive both of these teams are already. Now, Mag is the person which I've been watching for quite a bit on the side of Illinois Wesleyan too. But the shot's open. Oh my God! There's no one there. The defense so much at the back. That's it. The Wildcats get the first round. What happened?
Captain Sano! He pinches it off of CAD there. And that shot, that clear, wasn't even meant to go in. That was shot. And it was just found in the back of the net there. Both teams having the same amount of saves with 6 saves per team. But the shots were 10-8 for the Wildcats. And oh my goodness, they had an incredible match. Both teams did. They both deserve to win this. But they both come out of here with sweat on their foreheads here, and this is only game 1.
Yeah, because I know I'm sweating already after seeing that with how well both of these teams are playing. And we're talking about before about within the rotations of both of them, right? They both consistently play that beautiful triangle, rotating in and out, being able to absorb each other's pressure and ball reading beautifully too. But that was one thing is the Wildcats consistently kept up the pressure. Consistently, you saw maintaining control of the pitch. Like as you saw clearly there with the stats already, they had more shots in. So that's going to be already a huge signal. So I'm hoping the Titans can go ahead, picking up a little bit again, and are able to at least find more clears so that at least they alleviate some pressure for themselves, or don't let the let me empty next time. That was unfortunate, honestly.
Yeah, that's not how we wanted that game to end, really. We wanted to see a pure performance goal, but we saw a counterattack one instead. But that doesn't take away from all the skill these players have, because look at that play by the Wildcats to open up the scoring this early on. Swax gets it past 1, gets it past 2 with that off the corner, and Jens just has a wide open net to look at.
yeah, Jens just comes in at the side and says, don't mind if I do. Thank you very much, though, but Swag completely what we call in hockey just deking out so many of these players. Your little bomb back and forth.
Oh my
Honestly,
goodness!
love that. And man, it's nothing. Are we watching the same game? I feel like this is deja vu.
20 seconds into the match, and 2 goals have already been scored, and that goes in the short side low corner. 2 defenders are there, and neither of them can get the touch on the ball that can help them make the save. Oh my goodness, what amazing shot selection there. And we're tied at 1 once again, and we just watched a 4-minute deadlocked, right? And suddenly we've just seen 3 goals in a matter of 25 seconds, if you count the overtime of last game.
And honestly, I feel like we're in for that same type of game all over again here, Quantum, because think about it. As the shot goes in, beautiful save by Cap. Oh my God, but Zex is not letting go of the pressure of the cat on the back as the shot takes it in, but get it, Cap. This guy plays a fantastic goalie. Jens can't clear out the ball, though, completely control the pitch coming in from Illinois. This Cap played beautiful third man at the side, but not able to clear it well enough. The touches just needed a bit more power, though. And match shot coming in for it is not able to find it as of yet here, Quanta. But yet again, we're not back at this even state between both of these teams, where we consistently just not ping-ponging the ball.
Hey, listen, they're trying hard to infiltrate the zone, but both teams right now are doing their best to get that ball cleared up. They are stopping, intercepting every pass, and there's only one mistake that I've seen, and it wasn't capitalized upon, but I think this is going to be a game of mistakes. This entire series is going to be based off of which team is going to make the mistake, right? One team is going to lose based off of a mistake like that, Cad. He finds that shot in the air, and the intercept of this pass can't be found. Cap Insano tries to go for it, but it just gets by him, and Swax is not there in the net. It's 2-1 with 3 minutes to go.
I respect the attempt by Cap Insano to challenge him up in the air, but unfortunately, you need to be a bit higher for that, brother, and he was also lacking a boost a little bit too. The angle was not there, and just as you mentioned, no one was there to cover him. So that's one thing, exactly like you said, a game of capitalizing on mistakes. And Illinois Wesleyan looking to go ahead and take it back here, and even the round score 1-1 if possible. It's 2 minutes left in the series, as Swax game will regret to try to make up for a little bit of that misplay, though. But yet again, Wesleyan on the offensive response.
Yeah, and listen, the Wildcats, they've been trying their best here, but they've only managed 2 shots. Meanwhile, the Titans have gone 5, although 2 have gone in. Listen, they've been doing their best, although the Wildcats have saved every single other shot that's been on net. So all these shots are on proper. They don't go off the post. Their shot selection has been good and deadly. And so the Wildcats need to watch out here.
Oh, they most definitely did. But you were also talking about before, you were saying how they did capitalize off of mistakes. And you've seen one mistake, though. What was that mistake, Juan?
I saw Cad miss the ball up in the air in game number 1, and the Wildcats, they could have taken a 2-1 lead in regulation, and Cad wasn't there, and it was just a wide miss, and that they just missed that capitalization right
just
there.
Like that, yeah.
And because of that, they went to overtime, and the Titans had the chance to take that victory. Lucky for the Wildcats, they did take that first game, but right now, it's the Titans with the lead.
That it was definitely are, though, as you can say, just trading, as you see the Wildcats just trying to alleviate some of the pressure for the subs. They'll try to trade clears, one might say, but unfortunately, with it being such a deadlock match between the two, like you're saying, they're both just looking some sort of hole between either of the defenses, not seeing any player not being at the black side, or being able to take advantage of any sort of double cover which you haven't seen so far, but. Jens goes and takes a shot, but Xerx is there, though. Nice save coming in for him. And immediately the ball up there on the orange side. Wesleyan trying to find something for themselves. There's 45 seconds left in the match.
Yeah, and I like this rotation. The defense from Titans right now is so strong. They aren't double committing. They're letting each player to their own. They're rotating perfectly, and right now they're time wasting. They're up in the air and playing really slowly. Oh my goodness.
No.
That is some good plays, and they're keeping this ball in the zone. And look at how tilted the Wildcats are. They're doing their best to get the ball out of their own zone right now.
Yeah, one fantastic things too that we're seeing at the Wildcats are playing the macro so well. They're denying so much of the boost with the Wesleyan because you see Cad, he's so starved right now. And unfortunately too, because he's trying to make a bit of the freestyle plays, he dodged the flip reset. Past that, he can't find second touch. He's out of boost. And now we're seeing almost all the Titans, they're so boost starved. They can't do anything, but it doesn't matter because they just win because Wildcats can't find the shot. Oh my God, they did it!
Oh my goodness, Cap Insano was up in the air. He wanted that ball and wanted to air dribble. He just missed it. He missed it by a few pixels and it falls. His teammate can't catch it on the ground. Titans, they were sweating at the end there because the Wildcats could have come back. They were missing boost. But listen, they were here. They got the lead. They did what they needed to do. They dominated early on. They stopped the Wildcats from playing their game. They wasted time at the end in the last minute there, and they got them the W.
It was fantastic stuff, though. But speaking of more things that are fantastic, do you want to go ahead and get across the ECAC? Now, the ECAC is the fourth season of esports competition. The ECAC, in partnership with Collegiate Sports Management Group, has brought over 70 schools and programs into its membership group, with 8 titles and several annual broadcasts live on ESTV and Esports U Network. On Twitch, the ECAC provides ample opportunity to broadcast your esports content, so be sure to register your school for membership today.
Hey, thanks for that. Hey, I think we're gonna go. Are we gonna go into game number 3 here, or is this? We are going to game number 3 here, and looks like the guys did not want to wait another minute. But we have something to talk about here, and that's definitely that the Wildcats, they've been playing really good. They came back a little bit. They brought back some momentum at the end right there of game number 2. The series is tied at 1, and it's as tight as you would want it to be. Both games finishing up with a 2-1 lead every end of the game so far. Do you think it's going to be another 2-1 game this time around?
Honestly, right now, the way we're looking at it is really, really tough here, Quantum, because like you were mentioning, it's so tight. It's like I bought a small shirt for myself. I'm trying to fit into it, right? And I know it's not going to get on. The arms barely can squeeze through it, but I'm going to try to make it work here. That's really the feeling. Like I went to Abercrombie & Fitch and just said, all right, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a shot.
You're cramped in there, but you're still going to go with it. And,
exactly.
Go with the flow. Now, I did want to point out something before, is that both teams have W's in their name. Neither of them have an L in there, and they definitely don't want to lose.
No, they do not, though, considering it's 1-1. Even that previous game you saw, the Wildcats at the end of it, even though they were playing the macros so well, they were starving boosts like consistently from the Wesleyan. Both Cad and I believe also Mal had almost nothing. They were sitting at 0. They could barely find any powerful touches, but they delayed long enough, and that was the absolute key. They played the passes really well, so that way you saw that the Wildcats were not able to find any sort of advantageous aggressive position to be able to get a shot in. But with that, though, I do want to see the Wildcats maintain that consistent position. Maintain that forward side positioning and beautiful macro play. But this time, if they keep doing that with at least some time on their hands, I know they'll be able to combat on top. On the other hand, for the Titans, they need to keep up that early aggression, because you find themselves they go ahead and give us some pressure, or even after a goal, they're not able to find solid rotations. As wow, I like you have to gasp for a second there, Quantum.
That was a very egregious misplay there. That was a direct pass directly in the center of the play. And good thing Swax was there to be able to make the save in the midfield. It didn't give him a save in the game. But that everyone there had to clench up for sure. And I'm sure a lot of people in the chat clenched up there seeing that.
100%. This is why I have buns of steel. Because I'm in plays like that all day, every day.
Oh, it's a 1v1 situation. We got Cad. He flicks it up. What a save by Capensano.
Oh my god, but the flick even too is a bit too high. But as it goes ahead and water falls down, the Swax gets the touches up on the wall. As flipped by him, but no one to pass it to, and it's immediately taken away by Illinois Wesleyan Titans.
Oh my goodness, 100 seconds left on the clock, and no one's been given an inch, and no one's taken a mile. But Cad, he's been given an inch. No one in the net, and he's gonna find the back of the net.
I feel like you completely cursed that. You were talking about how tight the game is. We're talking about how I was wearing a small size t-shirt, and as soon as that happens, you're like, you know what? No one's giving any space. Boom, goal.
I'm only reading the script, man. I'm only reading the script.
You really
I know how to make something very suspenseful happen. I love foreshadowing, just like in the novels I love to read.
Shout out to you, Brisk. you do sound like a well-read man, as one might say. But that's the thing, though, is foreshadowing, as it is with anime, is unfortunately quite foretold, and everybody can see through it, which is why I'm more excited for when just twists and turns happen like these, though.
Oh no!
The question is already, it's the backboard with the double touch there. Kay gets it, Meg, let's go!
Oh my goodness, look at this. Capensano and Swax, they hit each other there. Swax is knocked to Narnia, and there's nothing he can do. Jens is out of position. Capensano is out of position. Neither of them can get this ball. And Cade gets this one and gives his team the 2-goal lead. He gets himself the second goal of the game here after 7 shots on net.
Now, we hadn't seen a ton out of Cade just yet throughout this series, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, though. Look at these beautiful Octane players, like, playing in the meta. And so far, Jen's actually nice little flick on the side, goes about to the net, though. That beautiful angle by him. Capensano on the offensive, cleared out immediately by Zerx. But now, all the Titans have to do, is just play the waiting game. They just have to take control of the ball, or just go for these super far clears, or even just really long passes. They don't have to play any sort of aggressiveness at all. Just take boosts, clear balls, and take names, and they'll be primed to go up in the series 2-1.
Yeah, exactly. They just need to waste time. Like, bring the ball back in their zone, and then faking the clear. That's a great play to do there. And that ball, as that clock hits 0 seconds, it's impossible for the Wildcats. Titans win game number 3, and they take the series 2-1 so far, and there's a minimum of 2 more games to be played right now. Oh my goodness, both teams are in it to win it, and Titans are just pulling the punches right now. Just that extra little, I don't know how to say it, just in their punch to nudge themselves ahead.
And I couldn't agree more. The one massive thing I do want to go ahead and bring up is that you see that the Wildcats, they're struggling a lot for the backboard defense, right? One huge thing going into the next game to be able to actually catch some of the plays that the Titans are bringing out for the Wildcats. They should at least have one person try to read the play and get ready for a backboard clear. Because you saw more often than not, the Titans had went up and pitched a tent at the backboard of the Wildcats, right? So, give more space to your teammates. You will define better clears and take more control of the ball, though. That's definitely want to go ahead and see out of them. But with that all being said, though, we're going to take it to a very, very short break. Do not go anywhere. This series is just starting.
Attention, all gamers. Start your engines!
Alright, turn around and should we have them just walk out, Jesse?
Today, I just like, it's Monday, isn't it? They're not open on Monday.
Can you talk to me a little bit about what's important to you?
What do you see that no one else does? When you fall down, when you aim higher, when you build legacy,
But I'm angry.
when you change history. No one knows what legendary looks like when they see it, until that moment arrives and they ask themselves, what do you see?
2019 was an amazing year for eFuse. Now, not only did we launch the eFuse beta to nearly 25,000...
And welcome back, everybody, to the ECAC, the finals for Rocket League between the Illinois Wesleyan Titans and the Wildcats here. A lot of time is this time for the Wildcats. Well, man, I love me some High School Musical, so all the Wildcat bits got me going. Here, Quantum Cat.
Wayne State win game number 1, but the Titans, they win the next 2, so they have the series lead 2-1 currently. Who do you give the edge to right now? Both teams are so in tight.
That definitely is a beer scratcher, I gotta say. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that just for 1 second.
Well,
No
I
one just yet.
do have to say some things because Wayne State, they did not come out in game number 3. It was a tight game. Their defense was good, but they had no offense to speak of. 4 shots on net. Only one of them were saved. The other 3 went off the post. Swax absolutely had a game to forget. Not even 100 points to his name. The shots were 11-4. They were peppered by shots. They could barely get out of the zone. That needs to change this time around. Hopefully this break really helps them out.
That most definitely. So, like I was saying before, they definitely to try to turn up the backboard defense coming in for the side of the Wildcats. Right? If they can go ahead and do so, then I'm sure they'll have a really good time. Because I believe we were talking about this before here as well, Constant, is a lot of the shots coming in from Wayne State, they're pretty much just bouncing off of the backboard. The angles are a bit too high, and there wasn't just enough recovery there. There was no one to go in. There was no one to try to get that in. But oh my God, Swax makes me eat my words.
Right off the bat, there is a shot towards what seems to be a wide open net, but Swax is there. 5 seconds in, now he gets a flick up in the air. And Captain Sano, he can't get to it. It's cleared to the side, and I like this rotation from the Titans. They've been doing it all series long, and let's see if Wayne State, they can come here and they can ruin that rotation.
I mean, it's going to be tough because we were saying before that the Titans, they're coming off of a win. And not just a complete barn burner either, a pretty confident one in a different league, a 3-1 nonetheless. So, you know, these guys are a fantastic team and they've been together for quite a long time. But still, to that degree, so to that degree, the Wildcats are putting up a serious fight. They always show signs of very early aggression. But the side, oh my God!
Insano. Oh my goodness. Swax, he puts it on net. It's right off the post. And Mag, look at him. Oh no, he hesitates on the wall. He expects the shot to go short side. It goes far side. And the Titans, they are now in the deficit 1-0. Wayne State finally finding that goal. But it's tied up right off of the kickoff. Mag, he makes up for the mistake he makes by scoring that goal.
Why? That was yet again. That's just something that shouldn't have happened. Now, that I don't know if he was going for boost right off the back, right off kickoff, but like I understand as Rocket League players, it is their instinct to really get boost. But like at least wait for the ball to be cleared first, my brother. Give it a sec.
Give it a second. And there were two people on that boost. I don't know if you noticed. There was Swax and Cap. Swax once again getting knocked by Cap in the neutral zone territory there. And Swax doesn't know what position to take. I don't know if you've noticed this for the past 2-3 matches. Swax doesn't know what position to be on the field. It seems like he's just out of position. He doesn't know where to rotate right now. He seems a little bit lost.
But we've seen Swax before, that more often than not, he was usually playing second man along the side with Cap and Sano, right? You saw him playing usually a lot farther back, going in for the saves, but not really playing the aggressor side. That's where I liked him so far. That's what I want him to see. As Jens goes ahead and gets it, I was just saying, Jens is going to something sexy off the wall, and then and actually goes and lands that in too. Oh my God.
Zerx, he gets dunked on Jens. He reads that one properly. Zerx, what are you doing, buddy? You don't slow down for those. You put them in the corner. Instead, he lets it land on his ball, and it's just there for the taking. Jens says thank you very much and gives his team once again the lead.
I like what I'm seeing, though. One huge thing, and their quote from Karma herself is that they need to make sure that anytime they clear, they need to get it to a teammate. One of the cardinal rules here at Rocket League, because unfortunately, it is a team game, and sometimes when you play right, it doesn't feel like it, but here, it most definitely is. So play around each other, know who has your back, and call out your positions. Let them know that you're right, you're center, that you're gonna be there for them. Oh my God, Swax is just getting bullied. And like,
Swax is getting bullied not only by his own teammates now, but by the Titans as well.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that car has seen more cars hit it than any other so far. But that's a good pass. Jens just puts it wide. But Cade, my bad, he is demoed. He just respawns now, and Zerx wasted all the time for his teammate to get back in position. Very well played by his team.
I just want to bring us up real quick, which I thought makes me laugh, man. As I'm thinking, Swax is getting pushed around more than a kid being asked for lunch money. As he's just.
Ooh, that is rough. No one else is rough. That was a great chance for the Wildcats. Once again, it's another one that goes wide. The first one, though, it was a good opportunity to score. They just put it to the side. And right now, the Titans still have a chance in this because the Wildcats don't have a cushion.
Unfortunately not. Those shot goes a little bit wide yet again by Cad. But the question is, can they go bring it back? Nice demo by him, but can they capitalize on this? The question. The Capitals takes control, cleared out, but at the back, oh my God, that's nice. Nice lead by Jens, covering for a Cat. Oh, that's good by Cat though. Ball on their side, but there's no one there.
Oh Oh my goodness, what a save!
Oh!
By Jens, he saves his team, and this game stays tied. He keeps his team's lead alive. But Mag, he passes it over to Cade, and no teammates there on the floor. Xerxes gonna come in here, but Swax gets it past him, gets it very past near his teammate. There you go, it's out of the zone, and he's gonna flick it towards center field. What a play there by Swax. And Jens, oh my goodness, the entire Wildcats team, they want this. They want to go to game 5 here, up in game number 4, and they want a minimum of 6 games to be played.
I mean, honestly, I am all for it. It is a best of 7. So that means we're going to have an absolute blast of a time. And Mag gets up in the air. Cap is going to just go ahead and just drop it. There's no way this ball survive. And as the ball is dead on the floor, the Wildcats bring it back 2-2. And
Hey, listen.
Woo!
Oh my goodness, the shots were 12-5. If you thought 11-4 was one-sided for the Titans in game 3, 4-4-4 for the Wildcats. Each player shooting more than any other player on the Titans. And look at the amount of saves Titans needed to do to stay in this one. And yet they still couldn't find the back of the net because Jens with 2 incredible saves, Swax with 2 of his own earlier on the match. 4 saves were enough to keep the team alive and in the lead. And now the series is tied at 2, and now it's a best of 3.
This is exactly what I wanted to see. This is what I absolutely love. You felt the competition between these two teams. You know they would take it all the way. And honestly, I could not be happier though. One huge thing that was I found that I saw out of the Titans was that even with all the shots they take, which wasn't a ton, they just were not getting the angles. Either they were hitting the sides or the ball was just a bit too wide. And honestly, more often than not, now although I know these guys have been playing together for a long time, but you saw more often than not, they were either usually covering one side and center. There was no one usually to the right. No one usually trying to like cover the expanse in case the ball went wide. So perhaps a bit more prediction in terms of the cost of your teammates might help a little bit too, because at that point, if you can go ahead and cover for them, that would be absolutely huge and probably would have confirmed a fair amount of the balls and would have probably brought it to OT. Maybe it might even brought the Titans to a 3-1 though. But still, end of the day, I gotta say it was dope.
This was at the end of the day, this was a must-win game for the Wildcats. They could not afford to lose 3 games in a row there. They absolutely needed this win, and now they bring it back to a best of 3 here. Only 2 wins needed to win this one, but only 2 losses needed to lose it.
Exactly. It really is the overall dichotomy of what is presented, right? That's the absolute phenomenal. That's the absolute phenomenal thing. But with this right now here, you asked me the question before here, Kat. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you the same thing. Who are you looking at in the series? Who would you give the edge to right now?
Oh my goodness, Cap Insano is so quick. He's been keeping his Wildcats team alive. He's been allowing this team, he's been getting the passes. He hasn't missed a single ball, it seems like. Off the back wall, he makes sure that there's no Titan there able to intercept when he makes a pass off the back wall. And it's so great on his end, and let's see if the Wildcats can continue what they did in game 4. They absolutely took it to the Titans. Let's see if they can continue doing so in game 5.
I can't believe we're saying game 5 already. I feel like it was just a quick 15-20 minutes ago that we sat down here as boys, but now we're men. We're men looking at these teams play as Mag. I believe it was actually land the flip where he says we can't go for the follow-up though. But Swax doesn't need to save it because Capistano is there. Like you were saying, this guy has been a rock for his team so far. Consistently playing that backside. Getting beautiful clears and save. But Mag though, oh my God, just not able to find the angle that's demoed for it as well. Nice punishment.
Nice punishing indeed. That was a crucial demo on Mag. He's been annoying. He's been like a little fly over there. He's been like the fruit fly you don't want around your food. He just keeps coming back for more. And no matter how much you swat him away, no matter how much you think he's gone, he isn't gone, but neither is Cade. Zerks with a great pass, keeping that ball in. Cade off the back wall, back to himself for the double tap, and he gets it over both players there. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Titans, and they're starting off strong. Cade with already 4 shots on net.
I think this is the first time that I've seen the Titans actually get the forced goal, besides the one match that they actually won, right? So, besides the one match that actually went 2-0 immediately, as I was just saying, it went 2-0, and Cade wants to go in and prove me right. As Matt goes ahead all the way from the backside and just said, "Give me that."
And look at who is in the net. It is Cade in the back of the net, just bumping Capinsano. He's trying to make the save, but he gets shoved into the far, far regions of the net. And nothing could be found there. And it's a 2-0 lead early on. And suddenly the Wildcats are the ones on the back foot. But that's going to go off the back wall, almost to be found. But the second player, the rebound is found, and it's a 2-1 game. We've only been here for 1 minute and 15 seconds.
That was
And 3 goals have been found. This is the most amount of goals scored in each of the games. All the teams have only needed 2 goals to win the game so far. And with 2 goals to the name of the Titans, the Wildcats, they see how much time there is left. They know that they're still in this.
Oh, 1000%. Like, this is looking more and more tough as you go into it. For Capinsano coming all the way at the back, that was such a well done read by him. And that's what I was saying I wanted to see more out of the Titans, right? Able to cover those side fields. As you see, there's 2 people in that side, but Jen's there as well, playing really far back. But once that's done with Capinsano, they need to take advantage of this. The ball needs to be cleared out with the main defenseman gone for the Wildcats. But unfortunately, not though. The control of the pitch still remaining in control for the Wildcats.
I don't know if you just looked at that, but Cade was back there trying to cherry pick and then trying to demo the Wildcat in behind. That would have been so sneaky, and that would have been such a good goal to have. Demoing last man back as he goes for ball would have given the Titans an insanely easy open net goal, but they're trying to get it the hard way. Capinsano says, "No way, Jose."
No, sir, though. But obviously, Jen's on the wall. But we're talking about it before as well. Right now, too, in the previous game where the Titans did this, although it was a 2-0, they're pulling these very same plays. They were consistently going for the long clears. They were trying with the long passes as well, and they're playing more for time because they know if they give the Wildcats an inch, they will take a mile and more so. Because these guys have it. They have the gene, they have the clutches to themselves, and they're by no means out of this at all. It just takes a small crack with the defense within the Titans, a small little open net, a double commit here, and a lack of boost there, and that will be it.
Well, how about miscommunication that keeps the ball in the net? Oh my goodness, what a save by Jens. The double save by the Wildcats there. They've been double committing now in that zone. They had no boost. They were scrambling, and somehow that ball doesn't find the back of the net. And they get the clear. They get to regroup. Oh my goodness, the Titans were so close there to getting a 2-goal lead restored. But Cade, he does it himself. What a great pass by Zerks here. Up towards the air. Great flip into it. Jens misses it off the back wall, and the defense hesitates to go up in the air. Cade, he gets his second, and it's a 3-1 lead now, and this is the first time a team has 3 goals in a game.
Yeah, and honestly, that right there, that was just beautiful team play and execution. You see why these guys have been together for so long. You see why they win so much. The communication between them is fantastic. They're both reading the plays, and they both knew exactly what had to be done. It was immediately ball off the backboard, immediately comes in from the top, and a nice little dunk into it. So beautiful stuff coming up for the Titans as they take this lead 2-1. The way I'm looking at it, every single time the Titans have won their games, they've immediately gotten the first goal. And every time the Wildcats, they've done these almost the exact same thing, I believe, too. So far, all it takes is a little bit of momentum for both of these teams, because as soon as they know they have the lead, as soon as they know they have what it takes, they can see the finish line in front of their eyes, they do not let up. So what I'm saying here, Quantum, is within the next few rounds, whoever gets the first shot will might just take the series.
Yeah, it is very true, but going into game number 6 soon, right? This is the end of game number 5, and it looks like it's going to go to the Titans. That's 0 seconds on the clock. As the ball hits the ground, it's official. The Titans take a 3-2 series lead, and now they have 2 opportunities to win the series as a whole. Listen, WSC, right? Wayne State. They were the favorites coming into here, right? Wayne State are the 1 seed. Can the 3 seed Illinois Wesleyan Titans come in here and possibly upset the Wildcats?
See, actually, I would have to disagree with you. I believe, with the way I'm looking at it, the Titans were the one who were actually the favorites coming into it, considering not only are they a much more of a experienced esports team, but also they've been together for longer. They've won more together too, and this roster is fantastic. The Wildcats, for them, this is just the first year in the actual league. This is the first year overall as a team playing together. So far, I'm definitely thinking Wildcats are pulling off the upset, but we'll see if either team can do both. One thing I do want to go ahead and mention is that we want to give a special shout out overall to CSMG Media, ESTV, and the Esports Student Network as well. The Collegiate Sports Manager Group has recently partnered with ESTV, the first ever linear esports 24/7 linear esports channel here in the United States of America. EST's partnership with the NFL Alumni Association includes the NFL players and esports enthusiasts, such as former Packers running back and current Lakeland University esports head coach Amon Green, as well as former Patriots and Giants running back Shane Vereen. Now, the Collegiate Sports Management Group also has its own 24/7 Twitch channel titled Esports U Network, a channel which streams collegiate sports content 24/7, 365. So make sure to follow the CSMG for all media and partnership news and opportunities. You definitely don't want to miss it. This is quality stuff all around.
Hey, very well said indeed. I want to thank the 50 people that are here. Actually, 60 people now as we head into game number 6. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a game. The Titans are up, and these 2 teams are the only 2 teams that went 6-0 in the regular season to get into the playoffs. That's why they are 1 and 3 seeded. The 2 seed team, they only went 5-0. They were given a forfeit win, but they still the the Titans here, they are the ones to beat. They are the ones that came in here right now, right? It's their series to lose now. They are the ones that came in early with the first punch to take games 2 and 3, right? And they came back from that. And then the series is tied. Game 5, another big punch. Can they give another 1-2 like they did in games 2 and 3? Or will the Wildcats come back here and bring us to game number 7?
That is the question. As what they do to go ahead and mention is, I apologize. I made a mistake, everybody. The Titans, they're a newer team. I apologize. Because looking at these guys, you see like a veteran roster. Because look, with the plays they're making, the shots they're taking, and the hearts they're breaking already with this stuff, it's beautiful. I love to see.
Oh, wow, Jens, that was a great read, but it just goes wide. It's going to allow for the clear from the Titans. Oh, that was a good presence by the Wildcats, but it just can't be found. It's right on the goal line, and Cade, he's going to find another goal. Oh my goodness, Cade, you've been popping off all series. You've scored so many clutch goals, and once again, you give your team the 1-0 lead.
And you see Mag yet again playing bully at the backside, just completely bumps any defenders out of the way, allowing for the clear. And now, I said it before, every single time any of these teams have won a match, they've both gotten the first goal. So now, the Wildcats got to go ahead and prove me wrong, prove themselves wrong too. As they're playing quite fast, you see the ball's going a little bit back and forth, the beautiful passes all around. But now, can the Wildcats find it here? Because usually, the Titans try to take a bit slower, try to find their pace a little bit in these matches where they get this first shot, but when they do, they completely take over here, Quantum.
Yeah, they can completely take over a match if you let them in here. And they've started off strong here. 80 seconds in, they already have 4 shots on net to the 1 for the Wildcats. That one goes wide by Mag, and it's going to be cleared out. Kate, though, he's going to try and bring this to a 1v1 scenario, but Cap Insano, he's going to get it passed back and forth between Jens and Cap, but it's not going to be found. And that's a great intercept by Zerks there to stop that shot on net. But it's in the corner now, and what can the Wildcats do here to try and tie up this game?
It is really tough that we're seeing Capison not looking up any pressure at all. At the back of Swats misses the touch. Oh no! He was able to go ahead and pass that back. At least that might have been at least a chance for a shot on net. But Cad going in for it off the backboard and completely cleared yet again. Mac finds the angle. But see, now we're locking his back and forth. Deadlock between these two teams, what we see with both of them on full boost. No one starting as of yet. No one trying to slow anything down though. But Swags goes again, gets bumped out. I would like to see, like I was saying before, I wanted to see Swags play a bit farther back. I've seen him shine a lot more there. We're trying to play a bit more front man. And
oh, no!
I wanted to allow Captain to go forward, but no! To find the angle, man, get the shot. It's 2-0 with 2 minutes left. Oh my God, this could be it.
This is why Cade takes the shots. He's the one who's been shooting the most for the Titans. In fact, he's got more than half the shots in total in this series for the Titans. And there's a reason why. His shot accuracy is spot on. He's gotten most of his shot selection bang right where he wants it to be. And that's a big reason why his team has the lead. But Captain Sano says sorry for not making that save there, and he makes up for his mistake as he gets it past 1, gets it past 2, off the back wall, but is still able to find it.
That was beautiful stuff from Captain Sano, just like you mentioned, making up for his previously lost save. But now, can they go and bring it back yet again? I want to see that clean flash play that I just saw as Swags is there, up in the front. Jen's there to go and recover for him as well. Now, I want to see Cap at the back. Can they find the previous touch? Can they cover for his teammates? Can they get the passes? But no, it's going to yet again. Nice demo by Meg, but no one there going to capitalize on that. See Cap at the side. Passes, gets over Cap. That was huge, but they don't get the touch. It's immediately cleared out. That was looking hairy.
Hey, I just want to bring out one stat with 100 seconds to go here. We've only seen 1 overtime so far in this 2 overtimes so far in this series, and both of them, they were tied at 1 when it happened. No team, after scoring 2 goals, have been able to tie up the game. So no team so far has been able to score more than twice if the other team has already scored twice or more. And so right now, with the Titans up 2 goals, already scoring 2 goals, right? Can the Wildcats break that streak of stats, or will they lose to the Titans here? They have yet to score 2 goals when the Titans score 2 goals. Can they come back here, or will it go to the Titans? 1 minute, exactly 60 seconds left to go, and the Titans have 2-goal leads. Oh my goodness.
This is tough here, Quantum. If I'm looking at it, if I am the Wildcats right now, I'm gotta be going ahead, trying to get ahead of the game. You gotta get your head in the game right now, Wildcats, and see and look at what time is it. It is time to go ahead and buckle down. I like what I was saying before. I wanted to see more fast, aggressive plays. I wanted to see Captain Sano at the front. He was doing so fantastically before, but I want to see him do it again. But the Titans are not giving them an inch, much less even a centimeter or even a millimeter, because that right there's a proper way to measure for all of y'all. Now, 30 seconds left to go here, Quantum. It is tough. They need to make up for 2 goals, and it needs to be now.
It needs to be done now. They need a goal immediately. It can't be in the next 10 seconds. It needs to be now. But Zerks, he gets that shot. It's staying in the zone. Swax with 2 straight saves. It keeps his team in the game. But is it too little too late? That ball needs to get out. It needs to go in the net now. It's not done so. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
This
is
is
it. In 6 games. Well done to them.
This
Illinois
was
State.
Illinois Wesleyan Titans now just styling. The ball drops, and look at the name as they go on up. Illinois Wesleyan Titans absolutely break it, and they make it. Fantastic stuff coming out of them. Beautiful plays across the board and amazing aggression. I was saying it before, I'll say it again. In an entire series, no team that has gotten the first goal has lost. And IWU play it straight, stick to the narrative, and they are your ECAC Esports finale champions. Now, we are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you to a very, very short break, bring in IWU, talk a little bit about the plays for a quick interview. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Attention, all gamers. Start your engines!
talk to me a little bit about what's important to you?
What do you see that no one else does? When you fall down, when you aim higher, when you build legacy,
but I'm angry.
when you change history. No one knows what legendary looks like when they see it, until that moment arrives and they ask themselves, what do you see?
Was an amazing year for eFuse. Now, not only did we launch the eFuse beta to nearly 25,000 individuals in less than a month, but but many of you provided amazing feedback.
We have heard this feedback, and we are rapidly acting on it to build the product this community wants and needs.
It's clear to us how talented, strong, skilled, and supportive you are, and it's our job to give you the very best.
However, we want to do more than provide the best product. We also want to provide the best opportunities.
With that said, we couldn't be more eager to announce the hashtag For the Gamers campaign. The hashtag FTG campaign will span 52 weeks, with each week featuring a new incredibly talented influencer giving away a scholarship.
52 weeks, 52 influencers, 52 life-changing opportunities.
From professional and collegiate teams to brands and companies that impact us daily, and even nonprofits who pave the way for giving back and building a positive community.
eFuse will have a heavy focus on giving these organizations all the resources necessary to provide life-changing opportunities and recruit the best talent for their organizations all throughout 2020.
From live events to the largest esport virtual internship fair, these are just a couple of the life-changing opportunities in our pipeline.
Whether you're a pro, a casual gamer, or anything in between.
And we are here. We are back, everybody, with the winners for the ECAC Esports Championship with Illinois Wesleyan Titans. I gotta say, y'all are coming back as back-to-back, because I know I was talking to Flush before. You just played another semifinal series, won that game here, won this too. Oh my gosh, tell me how you guys are feeling right now.
I mean, me and the boys, we feel great. I mean, personally, I was a little nervous running it up here in the final game. Got a couple of screws loose at the end, you know, and then tightened them back up, and we just finished it out really strong. So I'm really proud of the boys, and glad we came out with that dub.
Definitely. Quantum?
Hey, congratulations to you and the rest of the Titans there. Well done to them to get Wayne State out of there. Congratulations. And with that being said, what was your mindset after game number 1, right? You lose game number 1. Okay. What's the mindset going into games 2 and 3 here?
So in the mindsets for game 2 and 3, we were kind of feeling out our own personal problems. And we from there just try to fix it up and say, okay, so what do we have to do in order to shut these guys down? And then we made those adjustments throughout the whole series, and we're able to finish them off like that.
All right, I like it. I like it a lot. So, because adaptations on the fly, which
Right.
that leads me to my next questions, right? Were there any overall other changes that you had to make going from game to game, right? Because especially considering how it's such a back and forth series, I was saying before, it felt like to me the momentum was really decided by those first goals. Would you agree?
I would say yes and no. In my personal opinion as a player, yeah, the first goal is very crucial and can set momentum. But I also believe in that last second comeback and able to swing the tides, change the tides. So, yeah, that's all I got.
Hey, no worries, appreciate it. But like I was saying, so were there any sort of changes that y'all had to make on the fly going in between the series?
All right, yeah. So, for example, for me, I just had to breathe air, make sure I was nice, calm, cool, and collected, right? Can't go losing my head here. And then we were just fixing minor things from there, whether it was staying closer to the ball or making sure we didn't give away possession, and just trying to make sure we held on to the ball as long as we could.
I like that. Quantum closes out.
All right. Well, I want to ask you, was there anything you wanted to say to your teammates? They're both here in chat. They're mouth-mouthing you. What do you want to say to them right now? Because I see Caden here, and he said, I hate Zerks a few times in chat.
What a clown. I just want to say, good job, boys. I mean, hey, you guys may laugh at me right now, but I mean, we have a long road ahead of us. So I'm excited to see where we can take this as a team. I'm excited.
You know what? I couldn't agree more. You guys are a young team, a young program, but the way I saw it, you guys have a ton of potential in front of y'all. Because I gotta say, this was such a fun series for me to watch, for me to cast. So thank you for putting on an absolute show.
And thank you for casting.
Hey man, I had a blast. It was great.
It was an amazing series to watch. The back and forth, just how tight it was. No game had more than a 2-goal advantage, right? And
Right.
any team could have come back if one team's defense crumbled. And so you guys just mitigated the mistakes when you won, and you mitigated the mistakes when you lost. You were every game was always in the taking for the victory.
It was definitely a nail biter.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, with that all being said, I want to go ahead and thank you all for watching. Another big shout out to Illinois Wesleyan Titans for going ahead and taking the championship home. And of course, going over to the Wildcats for a fantastic series played as well. You guys should all definitely go and pat yourselves on the back. Want to go ahead and thank our producer Colton for running beautifully stuff all the way at the back. The music, the transitions, everything you saw was all because him making us look good as well. Lydia from ECAC for putting it all together, and for you all for watching as well. Beautiful and amazing stuff. That all being said, I've been Ravishing Rabbit, the most ravishing man on the internet. Joined here today by Quantum Death Cat. We thank you all for watching and have a wonderful night. Peace.
Peace.
Attention, all gamers. Start your engines!